Hello, and welcome to another session of Northern Notes, a collection of points and observations about Northern Ontario. Today we're going to look at the lopsided population again, this time in conjunction with the 49th parallel. Here are some maps, or sections of maps, that show the 49th parallel, as I've just kind of drawn freehand here in purple, so that we can easily see which communities in Northern Ontario are north of the 49th and which ones are to the south. For example, here we see Atikokan, slightly to the south, and up here we can see Ignis, we can see Sioux Lookout, and Grassy Narrows. In fact, these two are above the 50th. And we'll continue to move to the east. Moving to the east, as we previously discussed, we kind of overwrote Nipigon, which is around right about here. And we have north of the 49th, we have Geraldton and Long Lac, but the whole section coming up to, from Marathon up to Rossport, Schreiber, other than Nipigon, we come down here through the Canadian Riviera to Thunder Bay, and all those surrounding areas are also south of the 49th parallel. And then we continue to the east in one of the largest national parks in Canada on the Great Lakes Superior, and we have Chapleau's Crown Land over here. So again, we really only pick up Manitouage and Horn-Payne as two small communities that are north of the 49th. Again, the bulk of the communities being to the south. Carrying on to the east now, we see Timmins is south of the 49th, and Kirkland Lake. Up here we have Cochrane, just to the north as we come up Highway 11, we have Smooth Rock Falls. So there's a kind of at Cochrane is where you break the 49th parallel and stay there until you get to about Hearst, and then you start coming south again. So here's a list of communities that are on or north of the 49th parallel. And if I have an asterisk, that includes they're actually north of the 50th. So we have Kenora, Grassy Narrows, Sioux Lookout, Ignace, Nipigon, Red Rock, Geraldton, Long Lac, Manitouage, and so on, all the way down to Moosonee. None of these locations are heavy hitters in terms of population. I rather suspect that the whole population on this page is less than 20,000. By contrast, the cities and centers and localities that are south of the 49th include the what I like to call the Tri-City area of Ontario, Sudbury, Thunder Bay, and Sault Ste. Marie. Then Elliott Lake, Timmins, North Bay, all of those other smaller communities are south of the 49th. So without trying to add things up, obviously the vast majority of even Northern Ontario is south of the 49th parallel. Now, we had said that about 6% of Ontario's population lives in Northern Ontario, but it seems that the vast majority of those 6% of the people live south of the 49th. We could call it 99%. I'm sure it's something more like 99.5 or 99.8. But that means that everyone that lives in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta lives farther north than 99% of the population of Ontario. And so does everyone in British Columbia, except for the city of Victoria, which is about on par with some Ontario cities. The other thing that's interesting, then, is if you said to many residents of Ontario, what is the farthest north you've ever been? Which trip did that happen when you were at the farthest northernmost point in your life? Maybe you're even from Northern Ontario. Your answers might be, oh, the time I went to London, England, or Burgundy, France, or anywhere in Switzerland, Germany, or other Northern European countries. Or for that matter, when I went to beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia to enjoy its mild climate, I was actually further north than I am at home. And of course, as mentioned, anywhere in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, or Alberta. I hope you found that interesting, and that you'll tune in next time for a couple of more surprises about the sparse population of Northern Ontario.